Bam! How's it going, everybody? It is the peak time. This is the peak time for me. Hopefully anyone else is free Wednesday at 10 in the morning Central Time. I wanted to live stream some more because it's fun every time I do it, and I'm very inconsistent. And so I thought, well, what would make me want to be consistent live streaming? Transcribe the whole Wind Waker soundtrack. So this is the first ever, the inaugural Wind Waker Wednesday. Let's go! I can hear you clapping from here. Thank you. I'm going to go through every song in order, in soundtrack order. I'm going to try and do them full score transcriptions. It is way harder to transcribe on stream because it's so distracting and fun getting to talk to you guys. So we'll see if I stick to the full score thing, but I think that would be more cool. So let's get into it. Let's do it. And if you have any questions or concerns, please interrupt me to ask. And then I'll have some questions for you too. Man, Sibelius is my life. I stare at it every day, hours and hours every day. Okay, so we gotta start at the start, right? So let's see. The first track is... Come on. If that doesn't take you back to your childhood, I don't know what will. MuseScore is not easy enough for me. MuseScore, I learned Sibelius back when MuseScore was terrible, and I've heard that it's gotten a lot better since. But I'm an old dog. I'm not learning a new trick. I simply will not. Okay, hold on. Music is too nostalgic. I can't think and do that at the same time. So the name is title theme. That makes sense. I'll put in title theme from The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, I believe. Or Tact of Wind if you're Japanese. Kenta Nagata wrote this one, apparently, according to VGMDB, which is a great resource if you have a very specific kind of job where you need to credit video game composers. Okay. Okay, so first things first, we need a tempo. I got my metronome, old school. Let's get this music playing again. Let me know if the levels of everything work, you know? A little slower than that. A little bit faster than that, but probably not. I'm gonna say 118. That click was at 116, so I'm just gonna do a hair faster than that. And that should be good. 118, I said. You know what? I can already hear that this is in... yeah, that's right. Ba, bo, boo, ba. So it's in 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But it's all triplet time, right? Shugga da dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga da. So we're gonna put it in 9/8. I tend to just put things in 3 and then triplet everything out, but I think this track in particular is you know, would work better in 9/8. Good to see you, Aaron. Sorry for taking over your morning here. Wednesday wakes day. It's wakes near Wednesday. Boo badoo. Oh, it starts with the oh yeah, okay. So I want to do a full score thing. So we gotta add some instruments. Add or remove. Oh yeah, but what instruments are these supposed to be? I'm using the GameCube, the original GameCube soundtrack, not the HD remake. And here's the thing, we have like a drum and a guitar, but it's not a guitar, and a flute. The drums, what's that Irish drum called? That you boom, 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 boom. I'm already regretting this. This is not my forte, is figuring out what exotic instruments are being used. Let's see. I mean, I guess I can just put whatever and then change it when I figure out what it is. But there's definitely it'll be a world instrument for sure. It sounds like that. Irish drum. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Bodhran. Okay, here we go. Is there no Bodhran in Sibelius? That's the other issue. All instruments. Yeah, okay. Well, we're just going to do a generic drum then. Bodhran is what I want. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. That's good to know. But we're going to do the closest that Sibelius has, which I guess maybe is like a tenor drum. Bass drum. The bass drum sample will sound terrible if we use that. If we use bass drum. So we'll do tenor drum and see if that sounds good. And then flute is probably like tin whistle, right? Would that be under world instruments? Tin whistle. No, I guess not. I don't know why I'm not just searching all instruments all the time. Tin whistle, here we go. As if that's not a world instrument. It's in the world. Come on. Hey, thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, I still need to watch that vlog about the split screen gig. I play in, if you guys know Eric Laddish, he's one of the OG video game arrangement YouTuber guys. And, oh man. Sorry, I'll finish my story and then I'll respond to that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, so Eric Laddish has a band called Split Screen. It's an internet band where we all record parts. He arranges everything and we record our parts, and it's jazz fusion video game covers. But we got to play live in New Orleans at the Jazz Educators Network conference. So that was very cool. So Foolish Frankie is in the band. He's got a vlog up about it. And so you'll probably see my face in there at some point. I haven't watched it yet. But I will. Harp? It's definitely some sort of guitar, like some sort of exotic guitar instrument. Again, I don't know what. But harp might actually sound closer. Like just thinking the Sibelius sample. Harp might sound closer than acoustic guitar. And delete that. Oh wait, that might delete the title and everything. Let's save it and then delete that. Okay, what was I gonna... Oh yeah. This is Wind Waker. That's true. Okay, I gotta make a thumbnail. I have the audacity of me saying this is Wind Waker Wednesday and then not using Wind Waker music in the thumbnail. That's true. I think it just auto... I mean, I don't even know what the thumbnail is, actually. But apparently it's not Wind Waker sheet music, so... Shigeru Miyamoto played the mandolin on this. Is that true? I did not know that. We're making sheet music on a Wednesday morning. It will be nice. Tin whistle. Oh, tin whistle might be too high pitched. Let's see. What key are we in? Bum bum. D flat. It's this sort of sussy thing. Harp does sound bad. Let's see. What can we put instead of harp? What's like a well, maybe mandolin is the play. Mandolin. No, mandolin doesn't have the same ring though. It's got to be like a... See, I don't know where Ireland is supposed to be in this list. It's not in the Americas. This is all like percussion. Okay. I don't know. Mid-East? No, that's definitely not it. Sorry, this is not a very this is not a very interesting I'm in World Instruments. Interesting stream so far. Common instruments. I'm just gonna do guitar. Or classical guitar. That'll sound better. Okay, and then we'll change it to what it's actually supposed to be at some point down the line. I'll do some research. Okay, first things first. So that note is the key. Boo. So D flat. And I thought so. So we're going to put the key signature in. My cat's coming to say hello. Oh yeah, the names of the instruments we'll put in so that we know what we're doing here. Okay, are we ready to actually do it? Okay, let's see. We're going to... Oh, hi guys. Hi everybody. There's more people here. Awesome. Bum, 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 bum. It starts with that line. We just listened to it. Yes, it's like... I can see two problems here already. First problem is notating stuff in 9/8 is going to be kind of a pain. Bum, 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 bum. There's got to be some... Maybe I should put in ukulele? Whatever. I got to leave it. I got to start actually going. Okay, so let's see. And, like that, I think. I think I might be missing a note in here. But let's give it the old roll up. Whoa, take out those tin whistle notes though. Why is the tempo so bad? So wrong. Maybe... Oh, this should be a dotted. Let's try that. 3. Yeah. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. So wait, what is this? This is like an A, yeah, A flat sus. and then he plays that note again. So it goes like this. That sounds right. Yeah, that's probably close. And then we gotta get the drum in there. Let's see. I'm not going to get too cute with the boom da 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 boom. The drum part, I'm sure there's like tiny little variations. I'm sure Kenta Nagata sat there on a keyboard and played the drums on the keyboard and did a little, you know, made one bar here and there a little bit different than the others, but I'm not going to worry about that. Because if I start worrying about it, this is going to be a very, very boring stream of me just going, everyone quiet, I'm trying to listen to the drama. Oh, in bar 89, he did one extra note. I know myself. Okay, I've been ignoring chat a lot. Sorry, guys. D flat, goated key, for sure. It's a 9/8. The double dotted half note kind of makes no sense to me. It's perfect if you're writing in 7/8 time. Then it's very handy, but otherwise, it's like, why does this exist? It would be great for 9/8 time if it worked differently. I totally agree. Could not agree more. This is Sibelius. This is the program that I'm using. As a drummer, is it hard to write a piece of music without a percussion line? Not at all. I hate writing percussion lines because writing it is so unintuitive. It's like, well, just play it. Just do what you would do. But then sitting there and like putting in the notes. It's like, I'm not going to be reading this anyway. I'm just going to play what I want to play. So so I hate putting percussion or drum parts in my charts. Let's see. Oh, it sounds like there's a harp doubling the melody too, or something like that. I'm going to put a harp in. Doubling it. Okay, so let's get to the fun part. The melody. Okay. This is kind of cheating, or not cheating. This is gonna make for probably a better transcription stream than my other transcription streams because I feel like I already know all this music, you know, by heart. Right? Something like that. Let's check. Ba-bomb. Oh. Ah. That's a nice little line. Nice. Sorry for my awful singing in advance. Oh, wait. So what's that line then? It's funny, I've heard the song a million billion times and I still don't. Let's go. Ding da doom. Ba-bomb. Yeah. That's right. Ba-bomb. Bum. Bum ba bum. Bum ba ba. There we go. Okay, let's listen to this. Hopefully Sibelius is loud enough. Oh wait, we should probably just copy paste that. Might not be exactly what happens, but That sounds right to me. And then it's going to get easier and easier from here because there's a lot of repetition. Oh yeah, we're going to copy paste this into the harp because I was hearing a harp double there. Right? Let's listen closely. Yeah, down the octave. Very quiet. I've never noticed that before, but that's definitely in there. Okay. Oh yeah, and let's check what the guitar, the exotic guitar was doing. Yeah, same thing. Okay, awesome. Okay. So it does these two bars are the same for the second phrase, and that goes boo ba dee ba da ba doo ba ba, right? Okay, let's see. Any acapella karaoke. Oh yeah. That's I should do some acapella karaoke and just try and lose as many subscribers as I can. This probably would be hard to play on flute. It's very notey, and then it has to feel totally natural. You know what I mean? If you're like working really hard, if it sounds like you're working hard, then you're not doing it right. Yeah. No, there are no official. There's like no official sheet music for any video game music, pretty much. Some newer games have some. Some, I know the composer, I'm blanking out his name now, but the composer for Civilization 6 put some of his scores up on his website, which was very nice. But as far as like Nintendo music, there's no official scores for anything. There's some like official, Zelda music for guitar, or Zelda music for piano, but those are transcriptions. This is like actual, this is an attempt at the actual score from the game. Oh yeah, and Austin Wintory, of course. He's got a bunch of his music available, which is very, very cool. And like on his YouTube channel, not even to buy. Just like come look at the score of my music. Very cool. Let's see. An Incan pan flute. Oh, I wonder if Sibelius has an Incan pan flute. Well, not in common instruments, but what about in? No, pan pipes? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as is for now. Okay, where were we? Oh yes, the second phrase. 8 bars in here. Boo-da-dee. Boo-da-dee-da-ba-ba-boo-bum. Something. How does it end? Da-da. Okay, nice. Copy paste that down. Oops. Oh yeah. I should save this, shouldn't I? I'm going to save it in Wind Waker. Full score. Saved. Okay. All of our hard work so far won't be for nothing. Oh, what are these now? What are these? It's like not bagpipes, but maybe like bad MIDI bagpipes. Oh, Akina. Okay, let's see. Could I get in trouble for transcribing Nintendo music? Probably. But hopefully they don't decide to get me in trouble. Dulcimer. They do sound like Koroks. Oh. Wah. Their little festival song. Absolutely. Man. Korok. No Koroks in Sibelius. Should I put bagpipes? High MIDI bagpipes? This is the trouble with transcribing. I'm gonna move these down under the harp. Under the or transcribing, you know, GameCube or N64 music, is you're like, well, this is supposed to be a trumpet, I think, but it's just a, you know. Oh yeah, so just repeat this whole thing. I'm gonna put a double bar line. No, I won't put a double bar line. I'll save that for the. Oh, but I should put a little A. A, boom. That's the A section. And then the bad MIDI Sibelius bagpipe actually sounds a lot like the bad MIDI Wind Waker bagpipe, so I think we're onto something here. Something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There we go. And yeah. And I think that's what it is. I don't know if those are supposed to be held notes or bom bom be da doms. It's hard to tell because the sample is like warbly, you know. Oh. I think it is supposed to be like hitting every beat. Bum bum bwee bwee bum 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 bwee bum bum bum. Like that. Okay. I'm going to make this piano. And I'm going to make this loud. And I'm going to make this mezzo piano. And then hide them. So they don't clutter up the music. Because, you know, still so loud. Okay, we're going to make this triple piano. Oh, there's, oh no, it's just cuts through way too much. Just for my own sanity, lower the volume. Okay. Let's see, do they just repeat again? Oh, it's a slightly different line. Okay, here we go. Da dee da. Da dee da do do. Interesting. Dee da dee da. I think that's what it's doing. That would make sense. Does that last note move at all? Let's see. I don't think so. Then this is a rest, and we bring in the violin. That one I can recognize, no problem. Violin solo. This is your moment. Not at the top. Put there. I know this is not proper score order, these instruments, but okay, there are sheet music books out there in the world. I am transcribing the title theme from The Wind Waker. I'm going to go through every song in the Wind Waker soundtrack in order and try and get a full score transcription of the whole soundtrack. We'll see how many Wednesdays it takes. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, maybe it is Dulcimer and Hurdy-Gurdy. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much. Metroid and Castlevania videos. Yeah, I remember that. I made, yeah, that Castlevania video I made a long time ago. That was a good one. That was a fun one. That's true. This line is probably not playable by bagpipes. No, you can play notes on bagpipe, right? I think you just always have a drone going on too. I think. I don't know much about bagpipes. Well, it probably is hurdy-gurdy or something. I don't know. We're gonna leave it for now. Man, how fun would that be? I wish I was a fiddler. I think it. Okay, I'm losing it. Now I gotta listen. Like, that's as much as I can get from memory right now. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna put this forte. See if that makes a little more. It does not. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear the Sibelius MIDI while I'm doing this. It's like that. Okay, I was wrong on one note. Yeah. Ding, 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 bong, dee da doom. Something like that. Let's see. This is like this. Double check that A flat triad. Yeah. And then whoops, back up a little bit. Day booty. And ooh, ooh, ba. Okay, let's see if that's right. Yeah. And and that repeats the same thing. And then I think the, guitar, quote unquote, is just doing the same thing the whole time too. So let's see here. Nice. Okay, and the bagpipes came in probably with the same line again halfway through, but we will check. We'll double check. Listen for the bagpipes. Okay, beauty. Okay. Now we just have 4 bars. Same drums, same guitar. Now all of a sudden strings come in. And we are going to repeat back to A. So I'll put repeats in. Got to put in the loop point. That's the pickup to the melody. Bagpipes are the same. Oh yeah, now we have strings, like a string section. So we're going to add strings and then get these nice pretty string chords. Would I like to make it fit? No. I would like for it to not fit. Just because they're never all playing at once, so we can hide most of the instruments all the time. First page, you got to have them all up so people know what's coming. So it's not like halfway through the score, like, whoa, where'd these bagpipes come from? You can hide these. And now let's get these string pads, and then I will read the chat. Drop in your very interesting questions now, and I'll read them in a minute. Oh, so it's the same as the guitar line. Not quite the same. Probably like that. I was hearing a little B flat, a D flat bass pedal. Let's see. Forget the top and bottom voices. The middle ones usually are easier to figure out. I think there's something doubling the top voice. Like that. And then probably either an A flat or a D flat pedal under here. Let's see how it sounds with D flat. Sounds pretty good. Sounds kind of right. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we got it. All right, team. I think we did it. That was easy. That was a short one, though. Okay, let's see. Let's listen. Let's look at all of your very interesting questions. Sibelius is a tad quiet. Let's see if I can fix that. I'll just gotta crank that for now. See if that helps. Feels louder to me. Does it sound good? I think it sounds right. Sounds right to me. Okay, so let's see. This is a fiddle tune. That's true. That's clearly. Or sorry, I guess I should read the chat while I'm reading the chat so you guys know what I'm looking at. Oh, there's a lot more chats than I thought. Okay. Where was I? Okay. If this is a fiddle tune, you have to wonder why it's in such a difficult key to play on violin. Yes, this was clearly like a composer trying to write a fiddle tune, but they were using MIDI instruments on GameCube hardware. And so, you know, maybe it was like to get the whistle in a good octave, good sounding octave, because it's a pretty, you know, the melody is spans like an octave. Not quite an octave, I guess. It's not a huge melody range, but there's probably some reason why D flat was the key they picked, and it didn't matter that it was hard to play on fiddle because you were not getting a real fiddle player to play it. Let's see. I'm using Sibelius. That's the program I'm using. I've been using it for like 10 years, 12 years, and I'm not changing now. 9/8 does kind of have a natural swing feel. Dunka gunka gunka. You can think of it as 3/4, but every beat is filled in with triplets. Which technically, you know, 3 triplets is 9, so that makes it 9/8. But it's not like if you're playing a prog rock song in 9/8, it would not feel like that. It would be like boom choo catcha, boom choo catcha, ka boom choo catcha, you know. But this is the easygoing 9/8, the fun and cool 9/8 that you don't mind inviting to your parties. How old am I? I am 31. Yeah. My favorite game composer's Hajime Wakai. Did he work on Wind Waker? He did all the Pikmin music. He did work on this game, and he's got some banger tracks in here. Yeah, he did Mulgara's theme, I'm pretty sure. Hajime Wakai is a total beast. Love him. He rocks. Let's see. I would still love you all, even if you were worms, as long as you were chatting worms. But if you were just dropping like dirt emojis, I would go, my chat's full of worms. You helped me so much with music there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I could help. I increase the volume on Sibelius, I think. Ooh, video game OSTs with a bossa nova theme to the music. I don't know. That's a good question. What's a bossa nova? I did my like beach theme video, but all the music I got from for those were like a beach level in a game, not like a beach game. So something like Yoshi's or like Kirby's Epic Yarn maybe has some bossa-y vibes to it, but probably not through the whole soundtrack. Kirby's Epic Yarn, that's what it's called, right? Yeah. Okay. Winnipeg, represent! How many are you playing? I'm using Sibelius. I'm taking Sibelius to my grave. Bury me with Sibelius. I don't, MuseScore is the free option. So it's like, if you're just starting out and you don't know which one you like, you just have to learn one. I'm sure MuseScore is just as good now as Sibelius, but I didn't spend 10 years using MuseScore and getting really good at it. I spent 10 years using Sibelius and getting really good at it. So that's why I use Sibelius. Chord symbols. D flat 5. The one thing I hate about Sibelius is having to remove chord diagrams from every guitar part. It's a D flat sus2 is what it is. And that's the chord through the entire thing. Do we... Well, yeah, let's analyze. It's 8-bit music theory. Let's do some light analysis. I said I was going to put a double bar line here. I'm going to drop D flat sus2 chord symbols over every single line. D flat sus resolves to D flat there. Okay. But if we look at the melody, you see a very clear outline of a D flat major triad, right? Ba bing ba bum. It's like so obviously D flat. Come on. Move this out of the way. This is moving down to G flat triad. Beep bop boom. So this is an implied move to G flat, an implied move to A flat 7. See this 7? It's missing the E flat, but you don't need the E flat for it to sound like A flat 7. And then this ba-doo-doo-doo, that's a melodic resolution. Do-do, da, 6, 7, 1. That resolves us to D flat. So we've got a very functional, very classical chord progression implied by the melody, while the actual chords just sit on this drone the entire time. Very cool. Very cool. I've heard nothing good about Finale, personally. I never used it. But the reason why I chose Sibelius over Finale is because of how many people I heard complaining about Finale. I'm sure if you like it, it's good. But, why would I switch to Finale over Sibelius if I already know Sibelius? Okay, and then the B section, got to put a big B there. I like to move them over just a hair so they don't get in the way. So this is still D flat. It's like a little D flat sus to D flat move with this G flat here. Now this is like a G flat E kind of sound. Yeah, or like an E flat minor even, but I'm gonna keep it G flat. It's good to stick to like 1, 4, and 5 chords when you're talking about implications of harmony, because that's what the harmony feels like. Like if it was an E flat minor chord being implied, but you don't have an E flat in the bass, it kind of feels like a G flat. It feels like a subdominant chord. Anyway. So what would I put this as? I think I put this whole bar as outlining an A flat. Like this is a very clear A flat triad, right? It's kind of like a A flat sus to A flat implication. This one, D flat sus to D flat, I'll say. G flat major very clearly. A flat very clearly. E, A flat. Wants to resolve to. Where's the D? D, yeah. Then I'm going to highlight these chord symbols and just copy paste them because it's the same. Boom. Excellent. Okay. Boom. Hello. Hello world. Well, that didn't take too long. Dorico I am interested in trying out. I have heard that Dorico is good. I've heard from people who use a lot of this kind of program is they've said, I made the switch to Dorico. It took a long time. Like it took a lot of work to get comfortable with it. Because it works a lot differently than Sibelius. But now that I'm comfortable with it, it's definitely worth it. However, Sibelius still works for me. So, okay. How are you guys feeling? Should we do another song? Is that crazy? This one was so short. Well, the next one on the soundtrack is the file selection music. Which I definitely have transcribed before, for one of the Zelda games. Yeah, let's do it. Let's knock it out. 2 easy ones. So I'm going to do a new score. Menu. What's this called actually? File selection. File selection from Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And this is by Koji Kondo. You know that because it showed up in A Link to the Past. I guess I can probably close another one here. Right. So this is just harp. Yeah, it's just harp. So let's put in a harp. Boom. Oh yeah, and take out the piano. And then strings come in later. Huh? Take out the piano. Yes. Okay. And add the instrument names. Okay, perfect. What a great tune. The virtual, like old school virtual instruments do hit different. There's a different vibe. I don't know what it is. Especially like GameCube era, it's realistic enough that you're not like N64 music. Oftentimes the quality of the MIDI sounds or the quality of the samples is distracting. It's like, that's funny that it sounds like that. But like Super Nintendo hits the sweet spot where it's not in the uncanny valley, it's not realistic enough for you to think that's not what strings sound like. It's like, oh, what a cool interpretation of what strings sound like, And GameCube is kind of like past the uncanny valley or something where it's like, it's realistic enough that it's not distracting, but it is like charming too in its own way. I think that could just be nostalgia. I mean, I'm a GameCube kid, but I did not grow up with Super Nintendo, and I still feel that way about Super Nintendo. So I do work with DAWs a little bit. I have Logic, so I do stuff in Logic when I need to, record, obviously. All of my, like, transcription and sheet music creation and engraving and stuff I do in Sibelius, though. Did it first show up in Mario 3? Oh, yeah, that's right, eh? The Super Mario Bros. 3 Waterworld. But Koji Kondo wrote that too, so I guess he's allowed, he's allowed to rip it off. Okay, let's see. That is, it's just a great melodic pattern though. The like dee da dee da. Oh, yeah, let me crank the volume on this. This is such a great, like the middle, the second and fourth notes are the target tones, right? You're starting one step in the scale above, coming down, half step below, and then back up. So you get this nice out of key little chromatic note, especially when the target note comes diatonically a half step below the higher step in the scale, like this one. Then you get this F, E, D sharp, E. That's like, oh, that's the money bar. Oh, that's so intense, emotionally intense. So we're way up here. Well, okay, so this is the shape, this is the structure, and it's filled in with 16th notes. Is it G minor? What would this be? Yeah, probably, right? I know in the Link to the Past version it's in like F sharp, and so my sheet music for that one looks absolutely janky. Yeah. I guess we should put the key signature in. Oh, but what's the bass doing? Because it's boom. Oh, so it's like a B flat 6. So, well, same key signature, I guess. Same key signature. 6 as in the sixth is added, not as in first inversion, for all you classical nerds out there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. The key is F because we got an E natural there. It's starting on the 4 chord, walking down like that. I should have caught that. I should have thought of that. Okay. Well, let's get the top line. Get the right hand of the harp. Beep boop beep 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 boop. Right? Yeah. Deepy 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 deepy. And then we'll do the left hand after. Probably just going down. Yeah. Oh, so it's like an F over A thing. Yeah, so then likely we're going to be doing this. Just walking it down step by step. Whoops. I'm going to make the music. Where's the... Is it not under view? Layout. There we go. A little more room to breathe here. Oh yeah, so let's check if this was right. Sounds right to me. Yeah. Okay, let's do the left hand for that part then. Hello. Hello, hello, hello everyone. Team Allen. Heck yeah. Ooh, 1,000 Year Door opening vibes. Oh! Digga-doga, digga-doga, digga-doga. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bom, bom, bom. Oh, that's a great tune. Oh, man. I love that soundtrack. Let's see. Boom. That's such a low held note. Boom, dun, dun. It goes way up there, eh? To a high A. Let's see. And bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I see. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. This is in eighth notes, but it's supposed to be in Okay, yeah, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to do we're going to have to do it like this. Whatever it's supposed to be. Make that voice number 1. I don't know how MuseScore does for multiple voices in a bar, but that's something I use a lot. That would have to be very easy to use for me to be able to switch over to any other program. Where's my Wind Waker folder? There it is. Okay. Like that? Oh, interesting. That's colorful. Yeah. And so then this line is obviously going to just move down by step every bar, like every other part of this track. Oh, we didn't get a tempo though. So a little bit faster than 76. But slower than 80. So that puts us at like 78. Will be close enough. Hide it. Because no one cares. You just want the playback to sound right. Nice. Oh yeah, and I guess I need to go down. Oops. I don't know if this is right. I'm just doing it like this and then we'll guess and check here. So that's definitely not right, that note. Let's see. Oops. Oh, wait a sec. This bass note hits again. Did that happen in the first bar and I just didn't pay attention? No. So this is like this. This bass note comes and fills in that space. Interesting. Yeah. This kind of shape, you can see this is an F sus2 triad, C, F, G, C, with the octave from the bottom note, having an F sus2 or whatever chord sus2 and then the major third of it in the bass. Beautiful sound. Every time, never gets old. Now, should I put these down here and have it cross the hands? I don't know. G is not that low. I think I'm gonna leave it how it is. Does it go like this? Hold on. Let me actually listen to the tune, hey? Like that? Oh, so it's like an E flat. Or not an E flat, this is E natural, isn't it? G minor 6, I guess, is what it is. Oh, I guess I could have figured that out from the arpeggios on top here, hey? So this is B flat major 13. We've got like every note in the B flat major scale there, except for E flat or E natural. This is an F2 over A, G minor 6. It feels weird. I guess it's like a G minor 13 because we got the flat 7 here and the 6 above it. Nice. And then F major, probably 6-9, or F major 9. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that sounds right. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, okay. Doing great. I am not using no performer. The Sibelius sounds sound fine if you put in dynamic markings on everything and articulations on everything. Then you can make it sound good. And so it's actually better for it to sound bad if you don't do that, if you're writing for real people. Because then when you give your music to real people, everything's marked with dynamics and articulations, and then they know how to play it. Instead of like, how come you didn't play it the way no performer played it? So I'm happy with Sibelius sounds, personally. Now, I know this next phrase gets a little hairy, or like goes... So yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay. You can't make it too easy. Can't make it too easy for me. Was that a B flat down there? I have not tried Dorico, but I am interested. If there's ever anything that happens to Sibelius or, you know, some reason to change what I'm doing, Dorico's the one that I'll try. But so far, I'm just keeping on. So that's a B flat. But it was a D the first time, right? I'm not crazy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. They just like to make it hard for me. Let's see. Nice. Is that really what it does? Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah, this. So what is this? A B. B flat. So B flat to A to G sharp to A, and then it does like a bum dum 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 dum. C B flat. Ah, no. So many ledger lines. A, B flat, A, G, F, E. Alright, and then we'll just bump them all up an octave. Okay, let's listen to the right hand arpeggios. Is that what it is? Just an F sharp diminished triad? Let's see. Day. No, that is not what it is. I see. That makes sense actually, because the bass line is holding down an A still. So we have an F sharp diminished 7 with no A, and then the A in the bass filling it out. So we get our full F sharp diminished chord, or A sharp, or A diminished chord, I guess, since A is in the bass. Okay, nice. Okay, so we got those arpeggios. What's that arpeggio? Okay, so going down an E, or a G minor arpeggio, G minor trad. Sorry if I'm not explaining what I'm doing very well here. I'm kind of locked in. Ooh. So the last note of each 4-note group is this E. I think that's right. Oh yeah, I think that is right. But these gotta move up. All the other ones. Everything's getting too squished. Do we have to do 2 bars per line? Chat, are we cooked? No, that's not so bad. It's not great. This is for 2 harps, really. Can you play this on 1 harp? Maybe you can. Like, this is such a big stretch. I mean, but harp strings are really close together. So, I mean, I don't play harp, so I don't know. What is that? That's an octave and a fourth. You can stretch an octave and a fourth on harp. I guess you can almost stretch that on piano. And harp strings are thinner than piano keys. Like, you can stretch a 9th for sure, a 10th if you've got big hands. So, on piano, I mean. Okay, I'll allow it. I will allow it. Any chats that I've been missing? Kondo does never miss. That's true. Mega Man X. Hey, I have a video on Mega Man X talking about how they demade it for a Game Boy version. And the soundtrack they turned from Super Nintendo into chiptune Game Boy versions of the same soundtrack. Super cool game. Video did not get many views, but this is the fairy theme, fairy fountain theme, but it's used as the menu theme in Wind Waker, file selection theme. And it also comes back in the game later when the fairies show up too. So, great. Did they have 2 harps playing it? Oh, that's true. I wonder if this is such a pain to pedal with all the chromatic stuff going on. That's true. I should play harpsichord. I'm a really bad piano player, though. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, I see. We're doing this middle voice, then. It's a big leap. Like that. This is getting way too cluttered for me. I don't like it. Just a crazy range, though. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around it. Ideally, this would be in the bass clef, but it's way too high for the bass clef. But if we make this another treble clef, then these notes are going to be like a million ledger lines down. There's no winning. Okay, that bass note is wrong, though. Let's see. Oh, it goes up to D. Let's see. And then up to a C for the last bar I heard. Is that right? Sounds right. Something like that. Is that really? No. I think it ends on a D note. Let's see. Yeah. So this is not G minor 13. This goes to a D7 flat 9, which resolves to a G minor, just G minor. And then to a C, well, this is a C7 of some sort because of these arpeggios. Under C, or C underneath those makes C7. Let's see. Like that? Yeah. Let's see. It's getting high. Oh, nice. It lines up with this arpeggio, though. That's fun. Okay. So this is it. This is like the phrase. And then we're going to add in, it's going to repeat the same thing, but with a violin or something on top, too. So let's add violin. I'm pretty sure it's a violin. I guess I should actually listen to the music and see, but yeah. Oh, there's more strings. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Let's add strings instead. Whoops. Strings reduction. Da 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 da. That's cool. Yeah, and then back to the beginning. So pretty easy. We already know what this string line is going to be, what this top part is. Hide that, and then what note is this? Let me count the ledger lines. It's an A. Easy peasy. And then we just gotta get the ching ching ching. Oh yeah, the intro. How's the intro go? No, that's when you meet Zelda, right? I don't know. Yeah, that one's not in the file select. Yeah, this is Sibelius. I cannot play the didgeridoo, but I do a great didgeridoo impression. Sorry. One, two, three. Da 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 da. I guess this will have to be a second voice on the top clef as well. Let's see. Is it F and A? What are those strings doing? It sounds like just two notes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Whoops. Well, then we don't even need this bottom clef, do we? Let's take that out. No low strings whatsoever. I'm just guessing based on the chord symbol, but that does not sound right. maybe it is right. It is right. Okay. Chord symbol guess wins again. That's why you learn music theory, kids. So there's definitely an E in there, right? Is it that? Yeah, it is. Huh. And then nice. Dee 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 dee. Did it jump up to F sharp or did it jump up to A? Let's see. Up to A. Undo. What's the top note though? Of course, B flat. So this top note is still B flat, but this bottom note sounds like it moves up. Do do da dee, or do do da, do do da da. Nice. Okay, let's hear it, everyone. Hey! Nice. That sounds right to me. Man. That was fun. I'd never noticed these little dings before. Hello, Gil Evans Inside Out. If you guys haven't checked out the Gil Evans Inside Out YouTube channel, you're missing out. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels for music theory nerdery and arranging tips specifically. I trust my ears more than any piano book, to be honest. Piano book, especially if it's like for piano, they'll change notes to make it playable on piano. And not even like, oh, I transcribed it wrong, but just like, well, if we move this note here, then you can play it easier on piano. Or it's possible now, which is good. That's what a piano book should do. But I'm not trying to, I'm trying to get an accurate score of the Wind Waker soundtrack. Yeah, I'm happy to do it too. This is fun. I think I'll probably, am I your favorite music nerdery YouTuber? I'm honored. I'm flattered. I'm going to reset the note spacing, try and make everything look as nice as possible. It's all pretty cramped, but this is just as what it's going to be, I think. Sometimes if you take away an accidental and add it back, Sibelius gives it a little more space, but in this case, no. There's no space to go around, so... do I do 2 bars? Do I do 2 bars per? Maybe I do. Maybe that's the play. Here's what I'll do. Back to portrait. And then, where's layout? Auto breaks every 2 bars. And then, that does look much nicer. Excuse me. So not with this here. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope this was as fun for you as it was for me. Tune in next Wednesday, and we'll take on the next couple tunes on the Wind Waker soundtrack. And we'll work through it together. We're going to do this. We're going to make it through the whole thing. There's like 150 tracks on the soundtrack, but that's what we're going to do. Okay. Thank you for checking out the first ever Wind Waker Wednesday. I'll see you all soon. Well, next week. I'll see you all next week, Wednesday. Same time, same place. And yeah. Thanks again.